we are filming this video again for the second time. I'm not happy about it. Just gonna do it and move on. Okay, so it is day like 70 something of quarantine. The only way that I ever know what day of quarantine it is because my friend Omri has been doing this thing on his Instagram story where he says like what day he's on, and I know that he's like 4 days ahead of me, so I'm pretty sure I'm on like day 70, 71. I'm not even sure. The point is, I have been dead ass alone for like over 2 months now. Normally I'm so fine being alone. I'm an only child, I live alone, I'm self-employed, like I don't mind being alone. But that's because I can balance being alone in my like work and home life all the time with an outrageous social life. I'm so extroverted. Textbook definition of a social butterfly. Actually, my best friend used to introduce me to people. Well, she did it once and then I thought it was so funny she kept doing it, where she was like, "This is Samantha, she's very prevalent in nightlife." And like LOL, but it was totally true. I mean, I really don't know what else I don't know how else to word it, but like she's right. So yeah, I'm very independent, autonomous, I'm fine, but I also went out almost every night of the week. So I've been feeling kind of sad lately. I'm not gonna lie. Last week was like the worst week of quarantine for me. I was kind of fine for a lot of this, and I feel like I just kind of started to get really fed up. And part of it is because Instagram, with the dumb archive like memory reminder thing, has been showing me exactly what I was doing at this time last spring. And let me tell you, I was thriving. Not just me and all of my friends. We were all thriving. Everything was great. I've been feeling sad. I've been wishing that I could go out. Obviously, I can't, and there's nowhere to go. That has me thinking about my going out bag, because she is a star. Look at her, she's a star. She got her time cut really short. I purchased this bag just before Valentine's Day this year. I had it in my head that this was gonna be like my winter and spring going out bag, and she was gonna have kind of like this big moment, and her moment got cut short. I wanted to do this video because one, like I said, I've just been thinking about going out a lot lately, and two, if you don't know, my what's in my bag style videos have always been the most viewed videos on this channel. Some of them may have been privated by now. I know that it's something that's popular that you guys like. Honestly, they're some of my favorite to watch because I'm very nosy, but I actually thought that this video about this bag in particular might be even more helpful, just because I remember when I went to purchase this bag, I didn't really see a lot of videos about it. I couldn't really find a lot of information about it. I'm someone that normally does a ton of research when it comes to purchasing designer items. It may seem like I buy things on impulse, but I really don't. Everything is very well thought out. And with this bag, I kind of honestly just bought it based on like, that looks amazing, I need it. It was like a deep need that I knew only this bag could fulfill. I kind of just had to like jump in and hope that everything would work out. I had some doubts about the bag, but it's been great so far. I was able to use it for like basically 2 months before, you know, I thought that it would just be helpful to have something like this out there on the internet in case anyone else is looking to purchase this bag, has any questions, want to see what fits inside. I am going to first just talk about some basics about the bag, how I purchased it, whatever. Then I'm going to show you guys what fits inside, which doubles as a kind of my nightlife essentials. Hopefully this video is not triggering for me, because I will be packing my bag to go out and I have absolutely nowhere to go. Am I a masochist? Absolutely. Let's just get some close-ups. This is what the bag looks like. It is absolutely stunning. Clearly a star. I think it's really cool that it says Alexander Wang here on the strap. It also has this like really heavy-duty kind of zipper. The bag definitely is, like its name suggests, more of a pouch because it's a little slouchier and not that structured, but because the rhinestones are so sturdy, it still is able to maintain this kind of square shape. I keep all of my handbags right there on my dresser, and this one has literally just been sitting like this for 70 something days now, and I don't stuff it, I don't keep it in the dust bag. You can see that it still basically maintains its shape, and then once you put stuff inside, no problemo. I purchased this bag the last week in January. I had my eye on it for just about a year, Devin Carlson posted that she got it like last March, and I screenshotted it and had thought about it every day since. But it was honestly really difficult to track down, and it comes in a lot of other colors. So even if I would find it on like Neiman Marcus or Saks, and then it would sell out, and then I would see that it was at Bloomingdale's, but it was in pink or in green, and I think it also comes in navy blue, but I was really adamant that I wanted the silver colorway, so I was very patient, and it seemed like every time I was ready to buy it, I couldn't find it. Finally, the stars aligned right before Valentine's Day, which I think is pretty perfect, because ask any of my friends, and I am the absolute queen of justifying ridiculous purchases, and this was just so easy to justify. Like Valentine's Day, okay, I am my best Valentine, I buy myself the best presents. It really did work out. Also, my birthday is March 2nd, so I don't know, I just like to look for reasons to celebrate and get excited about things. A bunch of my girlfriends and I, we had a birthday party for Harry Styles. We love like having parties and looking for reasons to celebrate, and I just felt like, oh, this would be such a cute bag for like Valentine's Day, my birthday, Harry Styles' birthday. The sad thing is I'm like dead ass serious. I spotted it on the Alexander Wang website. I called the store in Soho. I spoke to a girl who was super nice. I just gave her my name, gave her the item number. I went down after I was done working that day, picked up the bag. Their customer service was really great in my opinion. I had absolutely no problems. The bag retails for $695. I believe that I paid with tax like $720, I want to say. For me, that's like more than I'm used to paying for a going out bag. I have a decent designer collection, but I feel more comfortable spending money on a bag that I'm going to use more like every day, take to lunch, shopping, on vacation. But for me, a going out bag, like, have you ever gone out in New York City? I've been going out in New York City since I was 18. I'm 27 now, so I've seen some things, okay? And like people don't really treat their stuff that well. I've seen things get lost. I've seen things get ruined. I've seen people spill drinks on other people, you know? So I'm always kind of conscious about how much money I'm spending on things that I'm bringing out, but at the same time, I still want to feel like I can express my style. I don't know, I just decided on this piece I would take a chance. The thing that I was most worried about was that the rhinestones would snag on some of my clothing. I think I mentioned this in my last video, but like when I go out at night, I feel like I try, maybe I don't succeed, but I try to channel like a goth princess type of vibe. Therefore, a lot of my clothes are either like fishnet or mesh or some type of silk, you know? Once I saw this bag, that was one of the first things I thought was like, crap, that would probably snag on a lot of my clothes. But like I said, I couldn't get it out of my head. I only saw it in real life once before I purchased it, and I was like, okay, I think I need it. Every time I showed a picture of it to one of my friends, they were all like, oh, you need that bag. Like that bag is made for you. And you guys saw my lightsaber in the last video, and these are my Beats headphones, okay? That bag should be mine. The first night actually that I brought this bag out, I was wearing this black kind of button down sheer top. It didn't really snag, so I was happy about that. However, that weekend, I wore these like white glittery fishnet tights that I have from Dolls Kill, and it definitely caught on the tights a couple of times. And I remember my friend Graham was wearing this like really fuzzy sweater, and the bag got caught on his sweater a couple times. So I don't know, I just wanted to put that out there because it was my only concern other than the price point when I decided to buy it for going out. Like I said, I still got it anyway, and I was able to use it for almost 2 months before you know, that. And I feel like I just stopped being careful with it, and it's totally fine. Hopefully that kind of calms any fears that you might have if you're thinking along the same lines that I was. There are no stones missing. There's no loose threads. She looks really healthy. Those are kind of the basic things about the bag. If you have any other questions, like specific dimensions, I'll try and leave links down below, but granted, like I said, it does go in and out of stock a lot. But yeah, any other questions, leave them in the comments. Now, we're gonna pack this bag as if I were going out, because it's 11:59 on a Tuesday. That's sad. The first thing that I put into my bag is my AirPods. Yes, I bring my AirPods out with me every single night. Here's the reason. I live on the Upper West Side, in case you didn't know that. Every club, lounge, bar, whatever that I go to is on the Lower East Side or Soho, which means every night, at the end of the night, at like 4 a.m., I'm looking at least a 25-minute Uber ride home. I will not sit in that car without listening to music. It's like the soundtrack to like my night. Sometimes I have a terrible night and I need to like listen to something emo and depressing on the way home. You know what I mean? End the evening right. Or sometimes I had an amazing night and I need to listen to, you know, whatever. You can tell that most of my nights are emo and depressing. So the AirPods just stick right there in the corner. The next thing that also is very useful and a must-have when I am sitting in the Uber on the way home is this little guy. I get a lot of questions about because everybody thinks that it's a weed pen or a vape pen or whatever. No, it is a stylus for my iPhone. Have you seen my nails? These are my nails. And normally they're a lot longer than this. This is just the best that I could do during quarantine, okay? If you follow me on Instagram, you know that whenever I go out, I post like a ton of pictures of my outfits and I do like cute little edits and like little videos. Pretty much every single night in my Uber on the way home from wherever I was, I'm listening to music and I'm editing with my little stylist guy. She goes right in here. She is essential. So this next little thing is a pretty recent addition to my nightlife essentials. I have terrible eye problems. I'm very, very blind, okay? I wear contacts, just disposable ones, and my prescription is like -8 and -8.5. So if I'm not wearing my contacts, I cannot see. And because I'm so blind, my glasses are really expensive and I just don't feel comfortable bringing them out. I used to never carry contacts out with me, but I started having some problems back in like August of last year. And now I'm not willing to take any chances and I always bring an extra pair of contacts out with me at night. So this is a little pouch from Love AJ. I think you can kind of see that it's embossed right there. I love their earrings. I'm wearing, I think, 2 of them right now. Every pair of earrings comes with this little pouch, which is so amazing because it's cute. It's kind of like a snake skin embossed thing and it's flexible so you can kind of stretch it to put whatever you want inside. I just was looking for something one day to stick my contacts in and I found this little pouch. So I've been carrying it ever since and I love it. It's just, I've never really had to use it, but it's just nice to have, knowing that if I had to, you know, we're all good. I have one of each of my contacts in there. I also have just a basic hair tie in case I get really hot and need to put my hair up. And then, this is kind of dumb, but I have a Juul pod and one of the like Juul USB things that you stick in to charge it. Like, I don't think I've ever used those items. However, I'm around a lot of people, or like a couple of people in particular, pretty frequently, who are always asking me if they can either borrow my Juul or if like I have an extra pod or if I have an extra charger. And you know, I guess I'm just like a little bit more responsible than some of my friends. So I started to just bring one of each with me all the time. After this whole Corona thing, I think I'm gonna be very glad that I did that because no one is gonna be sharing Juuls anymore. That'll probably never happen again. I know you can't really see, but it all fits inside of there. You can fold up some cash and stick that in there and it fits really well. So I just think it's nice because my actual wallet is like a big kind of trifold wallet from Saint Laurent. There's absolutely no way it would fit in this bag. It's good to have just some little pouch thingy so that things aren't just floating around in the bag and get lost. Speaking of that, here she is. Julia. Poor Julia has gotten absolutely no use in the past 2 months. She has like no idea what's going on, why she's stuck inside the house, but she is. I bring my Juul out with me every night. I don't have an addictive personality. Any of my friends who are watching this are like, what are you talking about? Have you heard the way that you talk about Harry Styles? That's different. That's an obsessive personality, but I don't have like an addictive personality. Like, I don't get addicted to substances. Like, even now I have a full bar cart and I have barely touched any alcohol the past 2 months. My Juul has just been sitting on my nightstand. I don't know, I like having it out with me in case I do want it, but there's so many nights where I don't even touch it. And it's not like she takes up a lot of space. So anyway, Julia, she's in there, she's safe and sound. Something that I do bring out with me and use quite a lot, this. Yes, I am one of these people. 9 times out of 10, if you are looking for me in the club, I will be on the couch behind the DJ booth, jumping up and down, a lollipop in my mouth. It's like an old habit. I've been doing it since I started going out when I was like 18. And I didn't really drink a lot when I first started going out. I always kind of felt like I could have a lollipop instead. And that was like more fun for me to like basically eat candy at the club anyway. It is very important that you only bring out a pink or red one. If you bring out green or purple, you are dumb. No one wants to see a green or purple tongue when you are out. If your tongue is pink or red, it's fine. Green, never. You save that for the comfort of your own home, okay? Period. Lollipop just goes inside like that. This is making me really sad. I wish I had somewhere to go. I know those last couple essentials were very weird, but they're very specific to me. These are a little bit more normal. I always bring a chapstick and my absolute favorite lip gloss. The chapstick that I like the best, honestly, is just the Smith's Rosebud Salve. I prefer the mint one. They're really inexpensive, so if I lose it or something or lend it to a friend, I don't really mind if I have to replace it. And this is my holy grail lip gloss. This is the Pat McGrath lip gloss in Alien Gelic, which is also my name on TikTok, which I named after this lip gloss, because I just feel like it spoke to me. I was like, yes, I am an angel, but I also feel like an alien, and I feel like I'm light pink with iridescent sparkles. So I have absolutely used the crap out of it. The little sticky thing on the end is peeling off. I have 2 others that look exactly like this in this same shade. I also have the Astral Moonflower, which is kind of a blue tint, but it's really nice if you're like me and you have cool undertones in your skin. And I also have it in Lavendering, which is the shade that I was wearing before I got locked in my house. So this is my favorite lip gloss of all time. I pray to God that it never, ever, ever gets discontinued. I will keep repurchasing it for the rest of my life, gladly. Now we come to the final item, which is perhaps the most essential. And for a very long time, this is all I ever brought out with me. I didn't used to bring a purse out with me. I used to just bring this guy right here. This is the Louis Vuitton Multi-Clay, and it is the 6-key holder. So it looks like this. You open it up, you can have your keys inside, and there's room to put cards in the back here. I've had it for like 4, maybe 5 years now. It's definitely taking a beating. I totally stopped being gentle with it at some point, but it still looks great. There's really no peeling. I feel like the canvas has really held up over time. I have almost lost it twice because, like I said, I used to go out with only this. This time last summer, I would go out, and also I should say I used to go out alone all the time. I would just carry this with me in one hand and carry my phone in the other. Sometimes I'd like put it in my dress, or I would give it to my friend who DJs. I would like put it in his backpack and be like,
here, you watch this.
I almost lost it last winter, and it was enough of a scare for me to be like, okay, I absolutely need to start bringing bags with me when I go out. If you lose this, you're not just losing your house keys or your apartment keys. And for me, that's even worse because I live alone. So it's not like I have roommates that can let me in or whatever, but I'd also be losing my credit card and my driver's license. So it's like, how would I pay a locksmith if I had to get back into my apartment? How would I rent a hotel room if I don't have an ID? Just very bad. I have been told on several occasions by men in my life who I know are looking out for me and trying to be protective that maybe I should consider separating my keys from my credit card and my driver's license, but I haven't done it yet. I love it though. It really is great. This is so stupid, but totally me. I also have this little cat keychain, which is definitely meant for children. It's kind of broken now. You used to be able to press a button on the top and then these like blue laser lights would come out of its eyes and it would meow, and it was the best thing ever. And I don't know, I wanted it to have a little pizzazz. The cat is dead now, so yeah, it was literally like $2.99 at Spirit Halloween, but I'm gonna buy it again next year. This is the part of the nightlife essentials where things get a little complicated, okay? Because honestly, this barely fits inside. Could I take the cat keychain off? I could, but it wouldn't make that much of a difference. Like, it still has a pretty tight fit. You kind of just have to play Tetris a little bit with it, and you have to pack it perfectly. Once everything is inside, it's very full. There really isn't room for anything else. I have an iPhone 8 Plus. Don't harass me. I know I need a new phone. Just for reference, so you know, this phone does not fit inside. Even if you empty out every other thing, you can maybe squish it in at like an angle, but then kind of nothing else fits in the bag. And this is the skinniest phone case that I own. This is my Urban Sophistication case. Usually I use a Wildflower case, which, if you know, is even thicker, and it absolutely would not fit inside of this bag. So, but that wasn't really even a consideration for me when I bought this bag because my phone is like another limb. I never keep it in my bag anyway, so it doesn't bother me. But if you think that might bother you, obviously that could be a deal breaker. So I just thought I would mention that. So now I just zip her up. She's good to go. Look how cute she looks. Oh my God. She looks so cute and nowhere to go. She looks great. She's ready to go out. She's mad because we're not going anywhere. It's okay, I'm mad because I'm not going anywhere either. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. I'm a little bit sad now, but I knew that that would happen because I'm a masochist and I should not have done this video. But like I said, these videos are really popular in general and specifically on my channel, so I figured, you know, she could use a moment to shine, literally. So yeah, obviously I will link everything that I can in the description box down below that I mentioned, details about the bag, whatever. I also have all of my other socials down below. Subscribe if you're new. I try to do videos on Wednesdays and then upload mixes. If you don't know, I DJ and I've been doing mixes over on my SoundCloud on Sundays. So that's kind of the schedule that I'm gonna try and stick to for the foreseeable future because I don't really have anything else to do. Obviously, feel free to leave a comment. I would like to know if you somehow are watching this and live in New York, where do you wanna go once we're free? Like out, like nightlife, like club. What's your favorite place? Like what is the spot that you are hoping to go the minute you're free? I'm afraid to say mine because I'm so terrified to jinx it and then they like won't be able to afford to stay open once this is over. I'm not gonna say it, but I'd love to know what you guys have to say. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. That's the end of this video. I'm kind of delirious now because I really don't know what day it is. I don't know what time it is. That's life now though, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, bye kisses.